His claws are buried deep into the thick, leathery hide of a full-grown warthog. In the tight mouth of the burrow, the struggle is brutal and intimate, a contest of muscle and will fought in near darkness. The leopard braces his hind legs against the earth, spine bowed, shoulders trembling as he pulls backward with every ounce of strength his young body can summon. The air is thick with dust and the sharp scent of sweat and soil. Then the ground trembles. It is subtle at first, a vibration more felt than heard. Instinct snaps through the leopard like lightning. He releases his grip and vanishes into the tall grass, melting into shadow and heat. For several seconds, the world seems to hold its breath. The plains lie still again, cicadas buzzing as if nothing has happened. The leopard watches from cover, heart hammering. His stomach burns with hunger. The prize remains, heavy, motionless, so close he can almost taste it. Hunger is a relentless master. It dulls fear and sharpens risk. Slowly, cautiously, he returns to the burrow. His claws sink back into flesh, and once more he drags at the warthog hidden in darkness, redoubling his effort, desperate to claim what he believes is already won. But he is no longer alone. From the edge of the grass, unseen and silent, a second warthog watches the struggle of its trapped companion. Her ears flick forward. Her body stiffens. In an instant, calculation gives way to action. The grass explodes. With astonishing speed, the warthog launches herself forward, covering the distance in a heartbeat. She strikes the leopard with a violent, bone-shaking impact, ripping him away from the burrow entrance. Dust erupts into the air as the predator tumbles, stunned by the sudden reversal. Reflex takes over. The leopard twists mid-motion and clamps his jaws onto the warthog's shoulder, teeth sinking deep in a desperate attempt to salvage the hunt. The silence is shattered. This is no longer a stealthy ambush carried out under cover of darkness. This is raw power unleashed in the open, a chaotic collision of predator and prey. The young leopard refuses to let go. To release his grip is to accept defeat. To hold on is to gamble everything: strength, safety, survival itself. The warthog bellows, a deep, guttural sound of pain and fury. She bucks and twists, muscles surging beneath her coarse hide. The leopard hangs on, claws raking, heart racing. For a brief, dangerous moment, it seems he might overpower her. Then the earth erupts again. From the darkness of the burrow, the trapped warthog explodes into the light. He charges forward with blind fury, ignoring fear, ignoring pain, ignoring every instinct except one: protect. The young predator suddenly finds himself caught in a pincer movement, trapped between two full-grown adults united by desperation. They do not scatter. They do not flee. They stand their ground. Both warthogs lower their massive heads, presenting a terrifying display of curved, razor-sharp tusks honed by years of rubbing and use. The air fills with snarls, bellows, and the heavy thud of hooves striking dry earth. The leopard circles, searching for an opening, muscles coiled, mind racing. He lunges. With a burst of speed, he pounces toward the throat of the first warthog, aiming for the vulnerable point that could end the fight in seconds. But the second warthog reacts instantly, slamming into him from the side. Her tusks graze his flank, tearing through fur and skin. Pain flashes white-hot through his body. Again and again, the pattern repeats. Every time the leopard tries to isolate one target, the other retaliates. Each charge is met with crushing force. Each strike drains energy. The fight becomes a violent spinning chaos of dust, muscle, and sound. The warthogs move as one, their coordination born not of strategy but of instinctive bond. Their bellows echo across the plains, a declaration of defiance that carries far beyond the battlefield. The leopard's confidence begins to crack. His movements slow. Each breath comes harder than the last. He realizes the truth too late. This meal will cost more than he can afford to pay. Survival demands retreat. In a sudden burst, the leopard disengages. Muscles ignite, transforming him into a streak of black and gold. He flees with breathtaking speed, kicking up clouds of dust as he sprints across the open ground. The warthogs chase him relentlessly, driving the defeated predator far across the sun-scorched horizon until distance finally restores silence. The leopard collapses beneath the sparse shade of a thorn tree. His sides heave. His belly is empty. His pride is wounded. He has learned a brutal lesson written into the laws of the wild. Solitary strength is formidable, but it can be humbled by unity. Courage alone does not guarantee success. Across the open grasslands and scrubby clearings, the warthog resumes its quiet, purposeful life. Perfectly adapted to open country, it favors savannas, short grasslands, and lightly wooded areas where visibility is wide and escape routes are clear. Dense forests and barren deserts are avoided in favor of landscapes that offer water, mud, and familiarity. Every creature is shaped by its environment. Those that move in harmony with their land turn the landscape itself into a weapon and a shield. Mud is more than dirt to a warthog. Coated thick across the skin, it hardens into a protective armor, shielding against biting insects, harsh sunlight, and thorny vegetation. It cools the body and soothes wounds, a simple yet vital defense drawn directly from the earth. Warthogs are armed with 4 tusks. The upper tusks curve dramatically upward, sometimes reaching lengths that rival a lion's canine teeth. The lower tusks are shorter but razor-sharp, constantly honed as they grind against the upper pair. These natural blades serve both as weapons and tools, used to dig, defend, and dominate when threatened. Despite their stocky appearance, warthogs are surprisingly fast. When danger strikes, they can sprint at speeds of nearly 48 kilometers per hour. Acceleration is explosive. As they run, their tails lift straight into the air like small flags, guiding companions towards safety. Often that safety lies underground, in burrows remembered and reused across generations. In the life of a warthog, survival begins at the mouth. This ground-focused animal is a dedicated grazer, spending much of its day feeding on short grasses. Uniquely, it often drops to its front knees, using thick protective pads on its wrists to graze close to the soil. From this posture, it crops grass efficiently, converting each mouthful into the fuel that sustains life. Balance in the wild is not measured only in blood and battle, but in quiet coexistence, the unspoken agreement that many lives may share the same land. Yet peace is fragile. The plains may appear still, but they are rarely empty. From tall grass and deep shadow, unseen eyes watch. Predators measure distance, speed, and weakness. Warthogs are targeted because they are solid, nutritious, and often feed in the open with heads lowered. Opportunity comes when individuals stray too far from their burrows, when young wander, or when drought forces desperate risks. Females and their young live in small family groups called sounders, moving and feeding together. Even so, taking a warthog is never simple. It is vigilant, fast, and fiercely armed. Many hunts end in failure, marked only by dust clouds and hoofbeats vanishing into tunnels of safety. The warthog stands as proof that prey is never helpless. In the endless contest between hunger and caution, strength and unity, nothing is guaranteed. Survival is not given, it is earned one moment at a time.